Working in India versus abroad, where are the good jobs? Is working abroad really worth? Salaries and quality of life, where are the good jobs? India or abroad? Should we stay in India or try opportunities abroad? Should we move abroad for a better salary? How many of you want an answer to this one? I'm sure most of you have this query. But the answer is not simple, so you have to watch this video till the end to understand the pros and cons of working in India versus abroad. You have to consider many factors before you can make up your mind. The factors can be your salary, quality of life, cultural setbacks, and expensive living, etc. So it's not that straightforward. It all depends on your present situation and, of course, your priorities. So let's break down and dissect the myths and realities of working in India versus abroad. First of all, let's try to find out the harsh reality of Indian salaries. Only 10% of India's population earns more than 25,000 a month. Only 25,000. Not something that can amuse you. Now, who are among the top 1% of earners in India? Those whose annual salary is around 42 lakh are among the top 1% of earners. So only 1% of people in India earns about 42 lakh per annum. And this number is indeed frustrating. And it's not end here. You'll be more surprised to hear that back in 2005, a fresh IT recruit used to earn about 2 lakh per year. At the same time, a coder in the US was earning around $40,000 to $50,000. And if you convert it into rupees, it was 20 lakh per year, considering the dollar was valued at rupees 40. Now fast forward 20 years and what do you see now? IT is now offering about 3 to 4 lakh per year to freshers, while an average coder in US earns about 80,000 to 1 lakh dollar per year. That is roughly about 60 lakh per year in today's exchange rate. So in 2005, a US coder earned about 10x an Indian fresher, and now they are earning 15 to 20x more in rupee terms. Why has the earning gap widened? And you can say it is both due to higher salary growth in US and currency depreciation. And this is the real reason why there are many who dream of working abroad, and they are not wrong if they feel that life abroad is financially superior. But is it really? Let's take an example of those who are working in Gulf. The Middle East attracts millions of Indian workers, and the reason is simple. They offer zero income tax and higher salaries. The fact is that a driver who can earn 20,000 rupees in India could send home rupees 25,000 from Dubai. So you see the difference, and the difference is significant. But there is a catch. Gulf countries are notorious for their labor laws. The employer collects your passport and has control over it. And if your boss refuses to pay, you are trapped. Let me tell you a horrifying example. A jewelry store manager in the Gulf suffered a robbery, and despite being a victim, his employer forced him to recover the stolen amount. His wife was allowed to return to India, but he was stuck. So it's always good to know the cons of living abroad as well. But apart from salary, there are many other benefits of living abroad. And the most important one is the quality of life. Yes, clean air, better infrastructure, disciplined society, work-life balance, and structured systems. Who doesn't want that in life? And on top of that, you enjoy higher purchasing power, luxury cars, larger homes, premium health cares, and much more. And in Europe, one can enjoy free public schooling as well. But again, there are many cons of living abroad. You get emotionally and culturally disconnected. Festivals, family gatherings, and traditions are hard to replicate there. And if you are fond of those things, you will miss India big time. High taxation is another con, and in many places, social security contributions often don't benefit expats. Many countries require long-term contributions before workers can claim benefits. Those who stay only for a few years may never qualify. You may find expensive healthcare facilities over there, and job insecurity is another area of concern. Layoffs abroad happen abruptly, and finding another job is not very easy. And also you don't find cheap domestic help. And here in India, you can afford it easily, but not abroad. And if you can't work without domestic help, please stay in India. So it's not as perfect as it looks. At first, working abroad seems like a golden ticket, but if an H-1B holder is laid off, they have only 60 days to find a new employer. And if they fail to secure a new job within the grace period, they must leave the US. Earning 1 crore abroad may sound lucrative, but after taxes, rent, healthcare, and education, savings shrink drastically. A friend of mine left India for money but returned for freedom. Do they face restrictions there? Yes, H-1B holders cannot freely switch jobs. They are forced to stick with the same employer due to visa sponsorship concerns. And if kids are born in US, they are citizens, but their parents might never get a green card. And that's why there is an increasing trend of reverse migration. And after a few years of staying there, people don't feel it's worth staying there. So what's the verdict? Stay or go? Look, there is no universal answer. Some thrive abroad while others find greater happiness in India. But if you ask my opinion, then my advice would be, if you are in the top 1% of India, you can anyway build wealth and stability in India. But if your priority is staying in a clean environment, you can take the route abroad. But if you are in a middle tier, moving abroad will definitely accelerate financial success. You should go there and spend some time there. But if you value culture, family, and emotional well-being, India is really hard to beat. In that case, you can stay over there for some time and migrate back. But if you are in profession outside IT, the salary over here is pathetic. But global opportunities offer really good financial security, so you can opt to go abroad. But you have to see your priority and choose wisely, because once you leave, coming back isn't always easy. Now, if foreign salaries are something that attract you more, then you can leverage remote work to earn foreign salaries while living in India. Companies like Turing, TopTel, and Deal offer remote opportunities for Indian talent. You don't need to relocate India. You can get higher salaries and also stay close to your family. Now, coming to the cost of education abroad versus India. Indian IITs and IIMs provide world-class education for a fraction of what universities in US, UK, and Canada charge. The average cost of master's degree in US is about 50 to 80 lakh, while in India is often below 10 to 15 lakh. Many students take huge loans to study abroad, and repayment often delays wealth accumulation. No doubt India's per capita income is low, but country is growing faster than most Western economies. Sectors like IT, fintech, renewable energy are expanding and offering better salaries than before. Also, India's startup boom has created 100 plus unicorns, and they generate high paying jobs for engineers, MBAs, and others. And if you are skilled enough, you can still enjoy a good salary even in India. Now, as far as rent is concerned, talking about US, the rent is really high. But in India, even in metros like Mumbai or Bangalore, rents are significantly lower in comparison. Consequently, many Indians own their homes early, while those staying abroad often rent for decades due to high mortgage rates and taxes. Loneliness and mental health issues are also rising those who stay abroad. They feel like outsider in their adopted country while also losing touch with their Indian roots. Pros and cons exist everywhere, so analyze your preferences and decide wisely for future benefits. And I hope you find this helpful. If yes, share it with your family and friends, and let us know if you want us to create videos on any specific topic. Thank you, and see you next time.